Thank you. Time. I was going to say good morning. It's good afternoon. Leticia, thank you for that beautiful, heartfelt introduction. And let me just say, the other madrina, you and Senator Zaffarini, wow, those are some powerful madrinas to have on your side. Senator Zaffarini, I know it took a lot for you to get down here to drive from Laredo, and thank you so much for being here. I also think she deserves that. Our first Latina dean of the Texas Senate. I also want to ask, I know elected officials were asked to stand earlier, but I would like every member of the Texas legislature, House and Senate, to please stand up once again, because they deserve a big round of applause. In case y'all missed it, they made a few headlines this year. And I am just so happy to see all of them. Boy, y'all might have heard that earlier this month I tried to do a filibuster, and unfortunately it was shut down. Cabrones. Anyway, you know, I was just thinking, if y'all don't mind, we are in Austin. I've got a captive audience. We're not too far from the Capitol. I've already gone to the bathroom. Representative Busey, can you lock the door, make sure nobody gets out? I've got my comadre over here, Rep Morales. She'll make sure y'all sit tight. And we've got a full afternoon. So I thought I could maybe bring back that filibuster. What can I say about Mickey Ibarra and Latino Leaders Network? Oh boy, Mickey and I fostered such a long-lasting friendship when he worked in the White House for President Clinton. And I'm honored to be a friend of his, and then to see Ruben and coming up in this organization. Mickey had the best job in the White House. He was the liaison to mayors and governors, and we have remain steadfast friends. And Mickey, I love you. You're such a special person, not just to me, but I know so many here. And wow, to share the stage and the spotlight with John Quiñones. Woo, dream come true, such a fan. My family loves you. My mom, as soon as I told her that you were gonna be here, she said, "What would you do? The TV show?" I said, "That's it, that's it." And John and I have realized that we are probably related because we have some common relatives amongst us. And we talked about it last night, and we are family. Somos familia, right, John? Okay. John, thank you. You've paved the way for so many Latino journalists. And so many of us, you were that face. You were that one Latino on national news that we got to see, and it meant something to us. So thank you. The stories of the Latino community are so vital to shared experiences that make our community strong. We've all heard the old adage that knowledge is power. Well, our stories provide us with knowledge, and they add to our power, nuestra poder. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, I can't stress enough the importance, Mickey, of having this event right here today in Austin, Texas. Because Texas is the home to the second largest Latino population in the country. We are all over the place, and we're talking about being related. I'm sure you'll discover a long-lost primo, but as my mentor, Leticia Vandeputte, said, that there are so many of us, and our birth rate is so high, and this is her saying this, not me. She said, because we are sexier and prettier. I'm still laughing at that. Latino communities across our country We've been tested as stress, uncertainty, and disruptive times engulf our everyday lives. Shoot, 3 weeks ago, ICE was in my neighborhood. They were in front of my sister Yolanda's house at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've never seen anything like that. She went out there in her robe and was questioning what they were doing. And I guess she was such a distraction. They had 4 Mexicanos in the van. And while she was talking to them, they opened the van and they ran out. And she said that the ICE guy, that he was pretty large, so he could not run after them. So, way to go, sister. Oh my gosh, mass deportations, tariffs that threaten business and commerce at home with our relationships to our neighbors in the South. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Texas bragged about our diversity, and now diversity's like a 4-letter word. While this period in American history, now some might call it the Trump era, I think our community, we need our own recognition. So I'm going to call it right here today, the age of Ay Dios mío. Today is very special, not only to receive this award, but what makes it extra special is to have my 97-year young mom right here. Yeah. And my brothers and sisters and their spouses are here too, an extended family. They don't always get to make these events because they're held during the workday. But they made the trip. And thank y'all because you've made this the best. Thank you so much. You know, I owe what I am because of my parents. My dad had a 3rd grade education, and he taught himself to read. But he was a hard worker. He was a cement mason, and he poured concrete and foundation for some of our big buildings in Houston. And that hard work ethic, that gave me, I think, the tools to be an effective legislator, family member, and mentor, hopefully, to some. I keep coming back to the importance of telling our stories. And there is one family, I want to end on a good note here. There's a family, the Garza family, that told their story on the back of some potato chips, tortilla chips. The founder, Veronica Garza, her grandparents were Tony and Alicia Campos, my constituents from Baytown. Tony and Alicia, they lived to see their brand of chips, Siete, take off. And they just sold to PepsiCo. Sorry, Rudy. Coca-Cola didn't snag them up. But they sold for $1.2 billion. So, let's keep telling our stories. Mickey, keep convening us to share our stories. John, keep writing and telling our stories. And I will continue to work to improve our stories. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless Texas.